Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. Now this is vinyl inbox number 68 where I show some new records that I bought over the past month, even though a few of them have been from about 3 months ago, which I never showed for some reason on previous inbox. Now I do have one more record store day item which I bought thanks to Brian F, who commented on my record store day video why I didn't buy this album. So I wondered myself why I didn't. Well, the reason I didn't was because the shop didn't have it. I wasn't too sure whether I was going to get it or not anyway. So I finally got it, and I got it at the actual sale price from shop, so I didn't pay over the odds for it. And we'll start with that one, and it is Mark Bolan and TRex Rockin' and Rollin'. Now this is like a Japanese promo album from 1973, and it features tracks just from 1972 and 1973. And yeah, the thing about this is it's very long. It's about 55 minutes long because it features 18 tracks all in the one disc. I would have liked it spread over the 2 discs, but it still sounds pretty good. And you get a really nice inner and really cool picture sleeves, and it is on a lovely pink vinyl. I love that TRex label, by the way. It's my favourite label. So yeah, I'm really pleased they have got this. Also, they really go top heavy with the singles, so all the singles are on side 1 and they're all in a row, which I would have liked the songs to have been spread out a little bit more. And the songs are side 1, The Groover, 20th Century Boy, Solid Gold, Easy Action, Children of the Revolution, Metal Guru, Telegram Sam, Jitterbug Love, Cadillac, which is the B-side of Telegram Sam, which this is the catch here because it's a really great song and it was not really on very many compilations. And Midnight. Then side B is Born to Boogie, Spaceball Ricochet, Being Man, Buick McCain, Ballrooms of Mars, Mad Donna, Country Honey, Life is Strange, and Electric Slim and The Factory Hen. So yeah, it's a really good album, and I got it, as I say, at normal RSD prices, which are inflated anyway, but still glad to get it in my collection. Okay, the next 3 I actually got about 2 months ago. I've played 2 of them and I haven't played the other one yet, and they're all by the same band. And the reason I bought these is that Amazon was selling them each for a tenner, so I thought why not. And the first one is Madness Keep Moving from 1984, and I actually have played this, and it's just on like a custom label, which is pretty cool. This is a really good album, so it is. I really enjoyed this, and it's got the 2 singles, Michael Caine and One Better Day. But the album itself, I think, is really strong. Things like Keep Moving itself, Turning Blue, Waltz into Mischief. It's a pretty good album. Didn't do that well for them though, especially the singles, although Michael Caine's a cracking single. I've also played this one, and this is Mad Not Mad, and this is from 1986. And this actually I think it's got a little inner. And this has got the 2 singles, Uncle Sam and Yesterday's Man. And this is the one that they say is a little bit more mature. Nice inner again, nice picture of the band. And again, I believe it's like a custom label. So, as I say, £10 each. I thought why not? For vinyl, you never get new vinyl at that price these days. But yeah, glad to get it as well. As I say, I played it. And the third one is the one I haven't played yet, so I don't really know much about it. And it's wonderful, and I think this is from 1999, and the single off this is Love Struck. And again, we get a nice inner, and we also get a nice inner sleeve with the guys on the bus. And I think this is similar. Yeah, it's like again a custom label. So I don't know why these were going so cheap in Amazon. I think maybe it was end of stock, or the record company reissuing them. I really don't know, but you can't get them anymore for tenner, by the way. It was only for a short period of time, so but I'm glad to pick them up anyway. So because I'm really getting into Madness these days, and their albums are better than what I used to think. Okay, next one up, and this is probably my favourite Elton John 21st Century album, and it's the one that probably did the least, and it's Peachtree Road from 2004. I think this is a really strong album. It's the most critically acclaimed album would be the one before it, which is Songs from the West Coast, which again is good, but I think this one has more of an organic sound to it, and it hails back more to his early 70s material. It has a little bit of country in here as well, which I don't mind. There's what there, and then the vinyl's exactly the same. This is a double album, and as you can see by this picture here, this is the reissue cover, because the original album was released with, you know, I think it was a railway track or something like that there, and then they reissued it with extra tracks and put a portrait of Elton on the front. I think I prefer this cover, but I would have preferred the album without the bonus tracks, and I'll tell you in a minute. But you get really good songs like Weight of the World. Side 1's perfect. It's Weight of the World, Porch Swing and Tupelo, Answer in the Sky, and Turn the Lights Out When You Leave. Even great songs like They Call Her the Cat, which is quite horn heavy. It's really, really good. And All That I'm Allowed, I'm Thankful was the single. So the first three sides of this is the original album, and then you get 3 tracks on side 4, which are the bonus tracks. The Letter is okay. Electricity was a single. I think it did quite well, but it's not very good. And then you have Merry Christmas Maggie Thatcher, which is a very offensive lyric to it. It should be offensive to everybody, and I don't know why he sung it. I don't like it, and it's a pity because it's a great wee tune. It's actually a great wee Christmas tune, but whenever you wish people to die, it's not on in my book, no matter which side you're on. So I wish that hadn't been included, but Peachtree Road is a really good 21st Century Elton album, so I'm glad I got that. This one here, I was a little bit surprised because I always fancied this on vinyl, and sometimes I think this is all I really need by this guy, and it's Paul Weller. This is the Greatest Hits Modern Classics. Now I was surprised in a way. I knew this was a double album. There's 16 tracks on it, and I thought, yeah, this is going to sound fantastic. 4 tracks on each side, but all the 16 songs are on the one album, 8 a piece. And the second album is taken up by the bonus live album that you got with limited editions of the CD whenever it came out. But it still sounds good, but again it's crammed. I would have preferred it just to have been 16 over the 2 albums. And you get really nice inner of Mr. Weller himself. And the nice label. But yeah, this is actually a singles from the 90s, really. Every single, 15 of them plus 1 track, A Brand New Start, which this here is actually the live album, which comes in a really nice inner as well, and it's a die cut. So yeah, so you get, I think it's 3 singles off the first album, 4 off Wildwood, 4 off Stanley Road, 4 off Heavy Soul, and as I say, the other song is, what is it again? A Brand New Start, which is not a bad song, but this is a really strong album, and again, it's a greatest hits, but for me, this is, I think, all I need by Paul Weller, although I wouldn't mind the first album. Okay, so I went up to the record shop in Ballymena, which is shutting down in 2 Saturdays time. He's now only open on a Saturday, so I thought I'd go up, and I bought this, and I thought I'll buy it, I'll give it a go. I don't know if I like it. I played it before I started making this video. I thought it was great. and it's The Cure, The Head in the Door. Now I do know the two singles, In Between Days and Close to Me, but I was so surprised by this. Is this going to make me a Cure fan? I don't know, but I really, really enjoyed it. It's from 1985. It's obviously a reissue, by the way, and you just get the lyrics. And it's a rather dull and boring label, but this is just off the turntable, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And there's even saxophone in this as well, which I was surprised in one song, which I thought sounded great. But I thought a fantastic album, and you know, I know that this is highly regarded amongst the Cure fans, and this is why I went for it, because I do have the single In Between Days. But yeah, it took me by surprise. Loved it. Great. So that's The Cure, Head in the Door. And yes, I gave in. I said I wasn't going to get this in the last video, and I did, and I played this when I got back, and this is such a good album. And it's Aladdin Sane, and this is the 50th anniversary half-speed master, where you get the Obi strip, and it says 50th anniversary half-speed master. This record was cut on a fully customized late Newman VM 580 lathe and fully recapped electronics from 192 kHz restored masters of the original Trident Studios master tapes, with no additional processing or transfer, whatever that means. But it does sound absolutely brilliant. Now, it's just your normal Aladdin Sane with the same inner. And I'll always check these inners to see if they correct the lyrics for Cracked Actor, because they never start off. If they start off with Hollywood Highs, and I can't remember what the first few words are, but they never include the first few words on the lyric sheet, and it's always been like that. And then you get the Bowie mock RCA label. But as I say, I played this morning, and I played it loud, and boy does it sound good. It is a really strong album. I would have liked the old fan club insert to be included in this, but not to be. But still, fantastic album. Okay, and the last thing I got, and I bought another ABBA singles box set, because I got this at a very reasonable price. I still would love Arrival. I would still love the album, but they're far too dear. But I did get the Voulez-Vous box set. Now there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 singles in here, so you know it is going to be more expensive than the other ones, but still you get a Back to Black download code, little hype sticker, and so the singles we get out of this are, the first one up, put these here, is Summer Night City, and they're all in a nice sort of blue and white splattered vinyl. Then you have Chiquitita with Love Light, and again it's the same, they're all the same. Voulez-Vous, sorry, Does Your Mother Know and Kisses of Fire. Gimme 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 with The King Has Lost His Crown. I Have a Dream, nothing on the back of that, but this time with Take a Chance on Me live on the B-side. Voulez-Vous and Angel Eyes. My only gripe is I would have liked that to have said Angel Eyes and Voulez-Vous, and again it's the same. And then the sort of bonus one is Voulez-Vous, the extended dance mix, along with If It Wasn't for the Nights. So yeah, I couldn't resist it. It was pricey, but it was probably the same price as it was whenever it was first released about 2 years ago. So I thought, it's now or never, so I bought it. Now I will be getting in the next week or so the box set for the Ring Ring singles, so expect them in a future video. So that's my haul for the last month and beyond. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to have another video quite soon. All the best now. Bye bye.